Hello student, this is the video of the linear search. Before watching this video, I would suggest you please do watch my previous video of the linear search where the entire concept has been explained in great detail. As we all know that linear search is can be performed upon the array which has the data, which has the sorted data as well as the unsorted data. All right, and uh, the key idea of the linear search is that we have to match the data to be searched with each and every data element of the array. So student, here the program is write a program in Java to input the names of 5 students and input their father's name too. Now search the student's name entered by the user using the linear search. If it is found, then print the search successful. Okay. So students, here you see two arrays are there. What is the specialty of this program? That two arrays are there in the linear search, and both the arrays are of type string. So I'm again telling you, if you know the program of the linear search which I have already explained, and you know the concept of string, then this is the program where both the concepts have been brought together. Okay, so here the prime focus is upon how many changes are required to convert the previous program into the current form. So when I read this program, so it says we have to input the data to the two arrays, and both arrays will be of type string, right, size 5, and then I have to enter another name which will be the student's name, which is to be searched in the given array. And if it is found, then we have to print the message search successful. If it is not found, then we have to display that it is not successful or data is not found. As simple as that. So here inputs are there, names Raghav, Manikant, Arvind, Chaubi and Bunty. These are the names of the students, and then we have the father's name input, that is Avi, Ravi, Manik, Robert and Javed. So here students, father of Bunty, suppose if I want to search for Bunty, then father's name will be printed, that is Javed. Okay, so enter name to be searched. Suppose you enter Bunty, then message will be there on the screen, search successful, name is Bunty, means student name is Bunty and father's name is Javed. Right, so let's start the program. So everybody knows that for input we need a scanner object. So here we need util package for the scanner, so that is why import java.util.asterisk semicolon is there. Students, after that we have to design the class. So class, public class linear search, then public static void main. There is a function which will contain the logic of the program, and then after that a string is there, a string n square bracket equal to new string 5, then a string f square bracket equal to new string 5, then int I equal to 0, found equal to -1. I will be used, this variable will be used in the loop for searching and inputting the data to the arrays also, and then found is there to keep the track, or it will denote whether the data has been found or not. Initial value is -1, as we have given in our previous program or previous video also. Then string str equal to back-to-back double quote, so no data is there right now. Students, after that scanner object we create, so scanner sc equal to new scanner system.in. Students, after that enter name. So now we'll enter the names of the students. So here I0, I less than n dot length, I plus plus. So here n of I equal to sc dot next line. So all the names of the students will be entered. So this loop will work from 0 to 4 because it is written less than n dot length. N dot length means 5, and only 5 indices are there for the this array n, which is of a string type, and these indices are 0, 1, 2, 3 and 4. Same loop is there for father's array data, and that to work 5 times 0 to 4, but this time I have changed the name of the array, because now the array name is f, that is going to hold or store the father's name. Okay, so f of I equal to sc dot next line, that is the input statement in the loop, the way it was there with this for the names of students, n of I equal to sc dot next line. So very easily you can understand how to go about such programs. Now we are asking enter name to be searched, so str equal to sc dot next line, and after that students, here we have got I equal to 0, I less than n dot length. So here we have the logic which is working from 0 to less than length. So if str dot compare to n of I equal to 0, please put a parenthesis here. Let me write it here. One parenthesis is required after this function here. So students, here when str which you are looking for and n of I are same, right, you have entered the name of the student, then it has to be matched with the names stored in the array n. When they are same, means equal, double equal to 0, then found will have what? I. Is that clear? Then after that, if it is found, means found will be having the value of I, and then the loop will be terminated. Loop will be terminated. So we close the if condition and then we close the loop, this loop. Okay, we close the loop also, this one. Okay, so compare to function, or if you want, you can use equals ignore case as well. So students, if I change this function to equals ignore case, that is also fine. Equals ignore case. All right, and here students, you see, I do not need to write equal to 0. All right, this is enough. Now if it is returning true, then found will be having which value? I. All right, it will be having value I, and then loop is terminated using the break statement. And then after that, if found equal to -1, then str not found, means the value of found has not been changed, right? Otherwise, what we have to print? If the value of found is changed, it's not -1, so search successful will be the message, and then it will print name plus n found. Found will contain the value where the data has been found, and then father's name with f found. It is that easy. Then we close the curly brace of what? Of this else, right? And then we close the curly brace of function, and then we close the curly brace of the class. All right, thanks everyone.